Hi, welcome back to the channel. Got something a little bit different today that's nothing crusher related, so I'll just show you. Right, I've got this. So this is basically an engine from a Yamaha motorcycle, which I will put down in the description below what the exact model is, in case you're interested. Now, I'll just show you that's the flywheel. So the reason I'm showing you that is because I need to get the flywheel off. Just put this down a minute. Now, the story is that, well, this motorbike belonged to my nephew. He was driving down the road and the back wheel locked up completely. And my brother was able to recover it back to his house, where he stripped it down and cannot get this flywheel off. He sent it to 2 other places, they've both failed, and he said to scrap the motorcycle and brought another one. But it's really a matter of curiosity. We want to get the flywheel off so we can actually see what's gone on inside this gearbox to see why the bike's locked up. So really it's a matter of principle that we're not going to be beaten by this flywheel, and we're going to get this flywheel off one way or another. So I've got an idea of how I'm going to do it, which I'll show you in just a second. I've got to just take the nut off the end. I have got a puller, but I don't think my puller will fit under this. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you, is I'm going to jam a crowbar in either side of this, and then I'm going to put the forklift on top of it to try and lever the flywheel off. So that's the first method we're going to try. And then once we get it off, we should be able to open it up and see what's going on. So right, let's get to it. Right, let's get this flywheel off. I have been told that the thread on this is rounded off, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to have a job to keep this level because you've got the shaft sticking out both sides, so I'll get it on a couple of blocks of wood. Right, so the plan is to get a crowbar on this side, one in here, and then I've got to try and push the forks down to see whether that will lift it off. I've got free rein to do as much damage as I need, which is useful. Right, that's not going to work because I can't get enough. Yeah, that idea's out the window, unfortunately, because I can't get enough leverage. Let's just get the other crowbar quickly. I should mention my brother's tried a puller on this. He broke the puller, so I don't think my method of doing this is going to work, but we can give it a go. Yeah, I've got to put the leverage one side, but not the other. Well, I've already broken the casing around the edge. Right, I'd say that's a no, it's not going to work. So I think what I'll do is I'll try my puller, see if I can get, now I've made a hole under here, I might better get it puller in there and just lift it off. Right, unfortunately the puller's not going to work, or this particular one isn't, because there isn't enough room to get that in there. This side we've got a gear which is basically stopping and getting underneath it, and this flywheel goes right down there to obviously align with the, I presume is the starter motor cog there. Yeah, so that's not going to work, so we have to think of another method. There is some bolt holes here which I might be able to utilise, so I'll have a little think, see what I can come up with to try and use those. Right, apologies for the noise, it's the airline leaking. I'm going to try and screw these in to these 3 holes, because it's quite possible that they've designed this so that these will bottom out, and as they bottom out they effectively pull that off. So we'll try that first, stick the airline on it, see what happens. Oh, something has happened. Ah, success. There we have it. So, I'm amazed 2 other people couldn't get this off, and I've just done it. Brilliant. So, now we need to have a look inside here to see what the problem is. I'll open it up and I'll bring you back for that. Right, so, see why this is seized up. Can't see anything obvious. Something is definitely jamming those gears. Can't see anything though. Let's see if I can turn this. No, I think what I'll do is I'll strip all the gears off and then we'll see if we can. Actually, we may not be able to strip the gears off, it might be just too well seized. Does appear to be a shard of metal, and it's on the lowest cog, so I will try and see if I can get to it and show you guys. But it's basically right down in there. Okay, I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, it's probably not very clear for you to see. Basically, just there appears to be a lump of metal. Now, what that's come from, I'm not sure. See, that one is turning, but this one is the one that's jammed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and strip this down, try and identify where that bit of metal's come from. But we suspected a bit of metal was jamming it. Where it's come from, I don't know. So let's try and get these cogs off and we'll see what's where it's come from. Okay, right, managed to get this cog out. There are some shards of metal in the bottom here. And if you look at this cog, each one of these teeth is mashed up. It's basically, well, I say the teeth are not mashed, but each individual cog, if you like, here is full up with some metal shards. but it's a mystery as to where those shards have come from. I think something has broken off in this casing, or one of the teeth on one of these other cogs has worn away, and it's got down inside there, and then it's jammed basically. But it was enough force to stop the back wheel of the motorcycle. You know, I'm just looking at this one here. It could have come from this. It's slightly mangled. So it looks really like just cogs have given up and then disintegrated, and that's caused the jam. Annoyingly, had the flywheel been able to come off of this, it probably was repairable, but I think given the age of the motorcycle, it probably wasn't worth it. But yeah, so this is now scrap anyway, but it was just really an experiment to see if I could get the flywheel off and then just find out what had caused the problem. So there we have it. It's jammed cog at the bottom. Hopefully I've shown everybody how to get this flywheel off now without breaking a puller and having a lot of grief. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's something a little bit different to what I normally do, but I thought it would make a good video. Right, catch you on the next one.